Dear brothers, there is a pain that we experience when we try to share the truth with other people and we get ignored. Maybe at one point you tried to stand for truth. You heard somebody lie, or you heard some kind of deception. You tried to share also with somebody close, a family member, or it could be a friend, but they don't listen to you. You explain and you repeat and you try again, but nothing happens. And after a while, you get discouraged. And then you ask yourself, what is the point? Why am I still speaking to these people? If you have experienced this, you have to know that you're not alone. A lot of believers carry that burden, that problem. I have experienced this so many times myself. I know that sometimes you want to help others see God because you have experienced God yourself. That is the pain of being a true Christian. And you get sarcastic replies. Sometimes you get that weird silence. And even some people attack you personally. But we forget something very important, and that is that we can stay silent, and that can be wise too. Jesus showed us that. He didn't always respond to the people who mocked or challenged him. When he was on trial, he didn't fight back. He stayed silent, not because he gave up or he was a coward, but because he knew, he was wise. He discerned that it wouldn't go anywhere. He knew when words wouldn't help, and he knew when silence would actually speak louder. In Matthew 15, when he was speaking about the Pharisees, he said, "Let them alone. They are blind guides." In Matthew 7, he warned us not to throw what is holy to those who would just trample it. That was not harsh, that is protective. Jesus was showing us that truth is sacred, and you cannot keep throwing that truth, putting that truth in front of people who are trampling on it. It's best to stop trying and simply trust God with them. So if you're feeling discouraged, take heart. Your silence doesn't mean that you're wrong or that you're failing. Sometimes it's faith, it's trust. Sometimes you're quiet. Your peace will speak louder than any defense you can give. Jesus didn't run after the proud. He didn't try to convince those who mocked him. He walked in truth and left everything in the hands of his Father. And we can do too. Dear brothers, I pray that this message gives you a new perspective on silence. I pray that we know who to speak to, and not always give the truth to people who mock us and reject the truth of Jesus. The blood of Jesus is sacred. Be careful who you give it to. Be careful about the gospel. Protect the sacred gospel of Jesus. And may God bless you.